Okay, so the amount of time between that cut was a long time. What unfortunately I was having some. I waited like it didn't take me a full 12 minutes to get the belief from the house. It took me just like 6 or 8 minutes, but then all of a sudden Fraps like wasn't working and I had to reinstall Fraps, and then my Steam Godus stopped working and I had to restart my computer, and anyway it took me like 12 minutes, but I now have 253 belief, and I think that I kind of fucked up right there, and that wasn't the game developers, that wasn't like a balancing issue as much as it just was me making a big mistake. So I think if I'm like really economical with my belief here, I can and if I'm just like crafty, I think I can muddle through this here. So I think the first thing I want to make sure that I do is not produce people from the new houses, because that actually lowers belief. I think I want to try to produce people just from the tents and stuff. Ooh, okay. So there, that was the belief. And so what had happened, I actually waited because I waited a long time, and there's actually, I believe there's an internal timer in the game. That was really kind of cool. So yeah, you can only produce people when there's land plots around, which is different than it used to be. But it keeps, I guess they did that because people kept overpopulating and killing people. So this is cool. It only lets you produce as much as you have land plots for. I like that. But yeah, the game has an internal timer, so when I came back to the game, all of my new houses had belief, and I just gathered them up. Oh, shoot. Actually, I would prefer that to be level 2, so let's see if I can... Nope. Fuck it. Alright, so I'm real close to 90 people. That was the other thing. What I was saying about it being my fault, that I dug myself into a hole there, is I just wasn't being economical with my use of my belief. And I think if I had just been a little bit smarter, that wouldn't have happened. Alright, so I got a little bit of stone. Commandments is kind of a bullshit card. It just sort of seems to rate what you're doing. I don't know, it's kind of cool. If you destroy a lot of trees and rocks, one of your commandments is I despise trees and rocks and they must be destroyed, and stuff like that. So, but I think now that they've rebalanced the game and you really have to destroy trees and rocks, I wonder if they're gonna change commandments. Alright, so I've got $1,000, so let's save those trees there for if I screw myself again. So let's just look for really good ways to expand places that really just need one level of... I guess that there's not really a lot of that going on. I need to bridge this, but it's gonna require, I think, more belief than I have to do that. So I think what I want to do is just expand in this direction. Just let's try to find places where there's almost a plot, right here. Just gonna move out like that. Let's get a level 2 going on. Just bam, as many people as you can. Just keep doing that for a little bit. I think if I continue to do this, I won't lose too much belief. Maybe I should be dragging. I know that it's supposed to be improved in this patch. I gotta say, it's not improved too much. There is a card that you get later that lets you drag 4 layers at once, but it was really temperamental in 1.2. I don't know, it wasn't quite what I wanted from that feature. I'm hoping they fixed that a bit. Shoot. There you go. Oh, damn it. See, I lost 10 belief there because I clicked on a new house, which I shouldn't be doing. So the tier 2 or whatever houses seem to generate, or you lose belief when you produce people, but they slowly generate belief, whereas the old ones are the exact opposite. Give you belief for people. They don't produce belief over time. 1.2, everything just slowly produced belief. I feel like they should go back to that. This choice just seems a bit arbitrary to me. Screw it. I don't have time to, I don't have the belief to expand the land for level 2 houses. I mean, I sort of do, but it seems to not really be worth it at this point. So what I was kind of hoping for was that once I got absolutely 0 belief, that the tents would start to produce belief over time, but it doesn't do that. And I think that is a good fix for this balancing issue. I don't know what else to call it. I think that's proper term. All right, so I'm gonna get some belief in a couple, like 30 seconds here. One's at 10 minutes, 3 minutes, 11 minutes, 6 minutes. Okay. It's not great. It's not awful. Now keep in mind, soon I'll have, a sprawling village, so this really won't be an issue when I've got, 50 belief producing level 2 houses. I had a very small. In the old version, I think you had to produce a much bigger village of the tents before you could really get into, and the shelters, before you could really get into building these level 2 structures. So now it seems to be a much faster move into building those, but the problem is it just cuts off your belief all of a sudden. Because earlier on, the lower level buildings were giving me belief, I think. And then all of a sudden when I got access to the new ones, that just kind of stopped. And now it's hard. Give me a hard time. Oh wait, okay. So I do have the option to knock down a lot of stuff over here. It's a good thing to pay attention to. Just kill off all this. Just completely decimate the landscape. Oh yeah, so one thing I was talking about earlier, and I just sort of assume that people know this. So Curiosity, I mean, if you're watching this video, I sort of assume that you know this. So Curiosity was this game where you were, like, knocking away parts of this cube. And, like, little tiny bits and pieces. It was made up of, like, I don't know if it was millions or billions of little bits, but at the very center, whoever destroyed the very last block of the cube got to become the overall god of this game, Godus. So eventually they're going to connect everything via a multiplayer server. Just like a single multiplayer server. And he's going to be like the god of that world. Like, if you think of it as a multiplayer server, he's like the only person who is OP'd, Alright. I'm trying to get some level 2 houses going on here, because they do take longer to produce belief, but they're just more efficient at it. Oh, shoot, okay. So yeah, I almost clicked on one of the new houses again. I gotta stick to the old ones, since they actually give me belief. So cool. That was a good fix for people producing too much and killing off large sections of the populace. Just putting a population cap. But it is a problem because now, you can't produce enough belief at this stage in the game. It's an issue. I'm a little upset about it. Not really, though. Gotta remember it's beta, Can't bitch. These people, you shouldn't have to work like animals to please us. It's unfair. Alright. So...
Yeah.
I don't know what to do now. So I don't have enough houses close enough. I guess I'll just have to eat the belief just for the sake of building houses. And just start to rely on belief over time. Alright, yeah, let's just get a big ass village down here. Oh yeah, if I can connect, okay. Krush, bro. I probably suck at just overall planning here for... There's probably people watching that are like... I don't know. I have much better styles of pushing and pulling the land. I just couldn't think of anything to say to describe that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm probably like... I don't know, like spending twice as much belief as I need to... You know, I'm like filling in all these little corners and stuff. It's probably completely unnecessary. But, I don't know. See, there's this distinction is like really light too and hard to make out. It's a problem. Okay. Am I screwed again? What's going on here? Let's see if I can figure out a way out of this. I've got a lot of plots here. I've got an expansion totem as well. Okay. So I think I need to sort of be careful about how much belief I spend here. Because I need to have enough to produce new people to move onto this land bridge. I wonder if they've disabled the... Okay, no, so you can still make totems. I wonder how totems work with these buildings, though. Because totems draw all the people to a central location. And this isn't letting me spawn people unless there's plots close to them. Maybe flags just pop up when you place a totem? That would be nice. That would be a good way to get a lot of belief. Unless... I wonder how long it takes to unlock totem, though. Oh, it's right here. Oh. I wonder if it's from this right here. What is this? Shrine of Power. I bet it is. I'm getting close. Okay, I need to pay more attention to when people are being bred. Bred like cattle. Cattle, yes. Alright. Okay. We seem to have reached a point of some inactivity here. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So, I guess this is the best way to proceed here. It's just... I mean, try to get little plots. So I need to click on the big houses whenever possible. So they give a little more belief. I have to eat belief on these. There's no way to get new houses. I wish I'd known that. Because it would have been nice to spread these houses that give belief out as much as possible in the early game. It's a good strategy. I'm getting really close though now, you know, and I should be able to move through this fairly quickly. It looks like the birthing rate is pretty fast. There's also 2 cards later that speed it up even more. So it looks like population increase. If it'll be good. I like that heartbeat. I don't know if that's always been there, and I've just never worn headphones while playing the game before, or what's going on. Seems to be connected to birth. Oh, shit. Let's just hope. Yes. Alright, here we go. Bam. 300. 350. 350. Almost 400. Sick. So, yeah, I have to admit, the balancing isn't that screwed up. I think it was almost my fault more than anything. But there should be some just little fix for that, you know, like you know, if you're at absolute zero belief and there's no belief on the field anywhere, you know, just make the level 1 houses spawn some belief, just something. Just give me something, so I'm not sitting here. I understand if this is a purely mobile game, you know, that kind of makes sense. Because you can just, like, you know, if you're on your phone, there's probably other shit to do around you. Unless you're just, you know, sitting at your desk, playing games on your phone. Do people do that?